record on, then it is good. Otherwise, we'll record different way. I have different recorders out there. Yeah, record is started. So this red color. Okay, guys. So that's the point. So simple example. Normally, people think cloud means a storage. Of course, there is a cloud storage is there, but cloud does not mean storage. Remember that one, guys. Cloud does not mean storage. In a cloud, storage is also a service. Storage is also a service. Got it? Cloud provide different type of services. Just before I give an example, see, this is my Microsoft Teams application. So yesterday afternoon it is not working. My desktop application of Microsoft Teams desktop application is not working. Then I use Microsoft Teams from browser. Directly I open from the browser and I start link. Why? Because the link is same for link is same. Okay. So I cannot tell again for students, please join to different meeting like a Google Meet and all. I can't tell, right? So why? Because of data, again, the connectivity is different. Again, everybody should go to open a different kind of stuff. Okay. So like that, I open this Microsoft Team in the browser. How it is possible? It is because it's a Office 365 part. So it is Microsoft 365. Our old name is Office 365. It is a cloud service. It's not a storage, right? Of course, OneDrive is a storage, but remaining is Outlook, Mail Client, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, Teams, SharePoint, Bookings, Yammer, Stream, Forms, all these things we are getting through Office 365. I will explain what is Office 365 separately if we have a time, otherwise I will share the video. But today first we'll see what is this cloud. Office 365 is a software as a service. Office 365 is a software as a service. In a cloud there is a three service models: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. So Office 365 comes under software as a service. Then what is this cloud and cloud models and all? We'll see. Guys, these PPTs, of course, made by me, and as well as I have taken from Microsoft Direct official site, just for my learning purpose, not your learning purpose, but I'm using few points in that one to teach you. So here it is. This is learnmicrosoft.com. Can you see? This is learnmicrosoft.com or a docs.microsoft.com. Just go through this site. Yeah, I can go through this site. Just for you, I will open in a different browser because they're already given my account. You can learn Microsoft technologies freely. You can learn Microsoft technologies freely. Just go through this browser part. See, learn, document, training, certification, Q&A, code sample, show, event is showing, and there is a sign in button. Okay, so you can learn things by following these try sample codes. Okay, level up with the Microsoft learning kind of stuff. Okay, so we can go through one part. This is a learning part, so we are already in a learning. So go to training. Okay, so discover your path, customize path, or browse full categories. Whatever it is, Okay, which one you want to learn, you can search for it. Okay, you can search for it. For example, I want to learn Power Automate, or I want to learn or maybe data visualization, or maybe I want to learn about Azure Cloud fundamentals. So I have to select that kind, of course, or otherwise I'll go to full catalog. Okay, so in full catalog, here it is products, .NET, Azure, Bing, Consumer, Dynamic 365, Flip, GitHub, Industry Solution, Internet Explorer, Microsoft 365, okay, Microsoft Edge. So there are so many other things and roles. As a role, like you are an administrator, you want to become an administrator, or data analyst, or a business analyst, or a data scientist, or DevOps engineers. So you have to select which one you want to become, like a already role. Which level of knowledge, like a beginner knowledge, or advanced, or intermediate, subject wise. Okay. Select what are the thing you want it. Okay, you want which one you want to learn. For example, I want to learn Power BI. Is it any? Is there? Yeah, it is. Get start build with Power BI. Introduction to Power BI. Explore fundamentals of visualization. Discover data analysis. Maybe I want to learn Python, or maybe I want to learn any Microsoft related technologies. Okay, so Power BI is one of the Microsoft technologies. Maybe I want to learn Microsoft 365. Okay, so it is showing some Canvas app build. No. Universal Windows platform. So write your first Windows 10 application. You can build a Windows 10 applications also from here. Okay. Create user interface for Windows 10 apps. Create machine learning model for offline use devices like that. So for example, I want to do this course. It's a 1 hour course. Guys, it is one important thing is it's not a video material. Video is there, that is 1 minute, 2 minute only. Mostly it is you have to read it. You have to go through one by one. Then we have to finish. The finally you will get some exercise kind of stuff, or some test and some memory complete. Okay. For every completion of each part of course, you will get a sample, a certificate kind of stuff. And this XPs means 700 XPs means almost like once you are completed all these things, you will get a 700 XPs. Okay. So you can learn anything Microsoft based courses from here. Okay, guys, this is your part, like a okay. But what we required a sign in. You have to sign in with a Microsoft account. Live.com, Outlook.com, Live.com, Outlook.com. That accounts are there. You can automatically. If you are new, you will create it. Already I log in. This is my name. Have done one. I completed only two. That's it is showing two things. It is introduction to Azure fundamentals and discuss Azure fundamental concept. Okay, so I'll go to my profile, but it is not sign in. I'll sign in again. Why this is not moving? My signing. So already I have data in this one. So I have a live account. So I'm logging with that one. So it is contains the history of my certifications, previously what I have done as certifications, and current certification batches kind of stuff you'll get. It's not certification. These are batches, 2 batches I earn. Okay. You can learn anything. You don't need to pay. You want to do a particular Microsoft account, then you can. If you want, like I want to try C# kind of stuff also. Then I used it. So this is still in progress. Okay, so I will go to this. This is describe core Azure concepts. Okay, so I already in progress. So what I have done, I have opened that one. Or I will go to any of this course, start open. It is configure network for your virtual machines. Start getting started with the Power Pages. Boom. Okay. So I already taken this course. I'm running, so you can see it shows only in a line wise only. Okay. So these are completed. So 900, 700 completed. So it's not completed. That's it is not showing like it's showing 800. Okay. Not completed. Where it is. So these two are completed. This is not completed, and this up to here introduction, first one, second one completed. How to read these things and complete the knowledge check means it's a small quiz. So 3-4 things are there. Once I completed, this part will be completed. So I'm open this. Describe core Azure architectural components. Okay, these things are pending. So either I will continue, I will go to introduction. So they'll give one scenario. So based on scenario that people are trying to teach you. Okay, so you have to read the scenario, you have to read. So by reading only, it's not a watching video. If you watch a video, you may understand and you will forget. If you read it, you have to read it once more, then you will remember. Okay, exactly what it is. It's all about zones and all kind of stuff. So for me, what I have done when I learning the first two things, okay, so I copy these things. I read it once, I copy and put it in a this PPT and read it once more again. So while adjusting and all, so I read one more again. So I can able to remember instantly means in that time. So I can get this yes. I read this point. So it's not evaporated from my mind. Okay, guys. So this is you can learn free Microsoft technologies from this site. Okay, so from here. Okay, you have to go to training. Otherwise, I will select a training part. Training only. So I want to select training. Yeah. This is directly to shows the modules. You can see directly training is selected. You have to sign in and select which part you want to learn. You can learn it. You can learn all Microsoft. Oh, okay. It is link is there, but not showing that link. You can open that link. Anyway, I will show through WhatsApp also. Okay, guys, understand how to learn Microsoft technologies.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll
Yes.
combine both the videos and then I will take it. Okay, so now, so I am trying to create a parallelly one more PPT in our. Okay, I have a lot of cloud related PPTs also there. Okay, I have a cloud PPTs also there. Okay, but I like this one because it's Microsoft. Okay, these are all for learning purpose, not selling purpose, so no problem. Okay, so here it is. What is a cloud computing? What is a cloud computing? System morning itself problem, but now it is good actually. This is yours, right? So I'm also sending the link to you. Okay. So must know learning paths in also in my place. Okay. So I put a playlist. So there is a free courses, free courses also there. You can see free courses. In these free courses also I explained how to learn things freely. Okay, a lot of free availability is there, so then you can try free courses. Okay, so another one is skill for all. One more site is skill for all is also there. Okay, guys, yeah, we don't waste much time. That is about your Microsoft Learning. Yeah, I forwarded. Very good. Look at here. It is. What is a cloud? Okay, you have ever wondered what is cloud computing is? It's a delivery of computing services. What is computing services? What is computing services? Means if you have a server, what kind of services you are getting? Email services, database services, web services, right? These are all computing service. Means on server, these are running. You want a server, you want a computer to do certain things, but the server is not in, you can't purchase. You can't purchase the rack server. You can't purchase a one blade server. Okay. So what we will do it? Better to go to cloud service provider. We purchase the requirement for your work. What is you purchase? A computational power means a computer you purchase. Okay. So delivery of computing service over internet, which is otherwise known as a cloud. These services include servers, storage, database, networking, software, analytics, and intelligence. So you purchase a server, you purchase some storage space. You may be not purchasing exactly say we are accessing, just we are renting. Exactly, so we can say we can renting. Okay, I rent a server or internet. I rent a storage. Maybe I will take a database, maybe a networking related, or maybe software like I showed Office 365, analytics, intelligence, like a Power BI kind of stuff. So a computing offers faster innovation. Cloud computing offers faster innovation, flexible resources, and economics of scales. Okay. So this is very simple. What is a cloud computing? It's a delivery of computing service or the internet, which is over internet. So this is the highlighted point, guys. Okay. Okay. This is highlighted point. It is. These things are separated from one to another one. The main 3 points. Okay, so what are the things we are accessing like storage, servers, databases, networking, software analysis, and intelligence kind of stuff. Okay, that is regarding. Next, why cloud computing is typically cheaper to use. Cloud computing is delivery of computing service or the internet by using pay-as-you-go pricing model. You typically pay only for cloud services which you which helps you lower your operating cost, run your infrastructure more efficiently, scale as your business needs and change. To put it another way, the cloud computing is way to rent compute power and storage from someone else's data center. It means someone is maintaining a data center. So there are maintaining your infrastructure, there are maintaining the data center through a interface. Through a interface, you access access their infrastructure, their computers, their data, their computers, their storages, their applications, or maybe you build an application and run in their pieces, like renting someone's computing power and storage for the internet. Okay, so what is this? This interface will give you to access this data center. Now we don't access physically, right? So over the internet only we are accessing, but and also based on how much you are using, that much you have to pay. Okay, so that is another point. So what is this interface again, guys? Like for example, OpenStack is an interface. It's a private cloud platform. Platform means I want a particular thing, but you cannot access entire infrastructure. After that one, you will use this much, not like that. How much, what is your required? So that will be display. So it will give, yeah, you want to send a mail. So how you send a mail? So directly you no need to log into mail server, right? Just you have to open your mail account, right? Similarly, you create a mail account. So you for creating mail account, you no need to go to your mail server. Okay. So you need to go to mail server for that one, right? So you want to create a mail account, you need to go to the mail server, Gmail, Google. Where is the Google? Go and create it is not there. But what you have to do? Just you will get an interface. There you will have to go to sign in, right? You have to go to sign out all options, go to another account, or go to create a new sign in account and create your mail account, then send and receive mails, right? What is the services you require, then you will access it. Okay, if you need more, then you have to pay. If you what are the uses, you have to pay. It's not a exact example, but point is just for understanding. So it is just an interface to create an account or access or paying bills. So this interface will provide that environment. At least if you see Azure or AWS interface, so you will get a understanding. You can treat cloud resources like you would resource in your own data center. When you are done using them, you give them back, and you are billed only for what you use. What you do? So you have used a virtual machine, or maybe you use a storage or a database services. You use them, then your work is completed, so you can cancel it. So then it is you are given back to them. and you have to pay for them, just like a rent a car type. Okay, you rent a car, you use it, and you have to pay, like a cab service. You want to go somewhere. Okay, you pay for a cab service, right? So once you are done, you pay for a cab service. How much for that day? How much for the time you are used? How much traveling? Like that. Instead of maintaining CPU storage in your data center, you rent them from for the time what you need them. Okay. So instead of maintaining our own data centers and our own self, it is a very cost. It is a cost effective, more cost you have to pay. You are maintaining your own data centers, own CPU, RAM, processors, of course, storage devices, in physical security, network security. People who are maintaining this entire infrastructure, it is more cost on a person or a user. Either it can be a single user or it can be a organization. It can be an organization or it can be a single user. It is more cost on it. So very simple, it is better to rent it. Instead of maintaining CPUs and storage in your data center, you rent them for the time that you need them. Just as per your requirement, you use it. Cloud provider takes care of maintaining underlying infrastructure for you. Who is providing this infrastructure? Who is providing this underlying, providing this infrastructure is maintaining this entire part. You need to maintain their infrastructure, right? So they will maintain the infrastructure, but you are using them or you are renting them for a certain time and you are paying once you are used. The cloud enable you to quickly resolve your toughest business challenges, bring cutting edge solution to your users. Okay, so I think I will give you one example, guys. It's a very simple example. I got a new project. Okay, and the project person saying like you must have some physical infrastructure. He said you must have a 8 core processor. Okay, your PC must have 8 core processor, and you must have something around 16 GB RAM. Okay, or maybe 32 GB RAM, and 2 TB of disk space is required. And you should have a some Windows Server kind of stuff, or sorry, some system, Linux operating system, for example. Okay, or some Windows Server operating system, or Linux Server operating system. Okay, so this is the requirement. But my PC, my physical laptop is already old laptop. It's not for 8 core. It is a 2 core, 4 core, i5 processor. It is, but in a world processor, it is 2 core, 4 thread processor. It is. Okay, and I have a currently 12 GB RAM, not 16 GB RAM. I don't have 2 TB of empty space. I have a 500 GB hard disk. So then what I have to do? I have to go to market, purchase a desktop or laptop, and purchase 8 core processor, which is the processor having 8 cores, like a AMD processor or Intel processor, or maybe 4 core with the 8 thread processor, like that. You can do it. Okay, 16 GB RAM and 2 TB of hard disk or SSD. So I'll purchase it. But it is cost, right? It is cost on me. So I will pay because it's a new project, good. But the project is for only 3 months. After 3 months, this requirement is no longer required. Then what I have to do with this machine? What I have to do with this machine? Understand? After 3 months, this machine is no longer required. I may not require it for a next project. but no longer required now. The space occupation, it will occupy some space. It need a public IP, leased lines. A lot of other infrastructure requirement also increases. Those are all not required after 3 months. Then it is more burden on me. Of course, if you are compare the cost and profit, so then your profit is much extremely better than what your expenditure is, then it is okay. But still it is little less, right? So what I have to do is I'll go to some cloud service provider, for example, AWS or Azure. I ask them, I want a virtual machine. I want a virtual machine with a processor, type of processor which gives so 8 core processor functionality, 16 GB RAM, okay, and 2 terabyte of storages, and operating system I will select a Red Hat Enterprise Linux or a CentOS Linux or a AWS Linux. So whatever it is I need a Linux operating system with these packages installed in it. Now I got a virtual machine access from my desktop. So I will access the desktop machine. This machine will be created and run in the AWS data center, but I am accessing from my PC and do what are the work related. So I done all the work related completed. So project completed, finished. So it is no longer required. It is the virtual machine is no longer required. After 3 months, no longer required. So I'll take a required backup of data and I said to AWS and please delete this virtual machine. I will delete this virtual machine. And so anyway, for how many days I used or how many months I use, I have to pay for the machine. So I will pay. Completed, right? So no need to maintain the network security, physical security, network access purpose, physical IP means public IP address, firewalls, all not required. Simply create a machine and it is already in their database, so it is a public access is there. Okay, you can access from your PC and run what are the things you want to run, configure or anything. Once it is completed, how much money you are spending on it, you have to pay for it. Means how much you are using, you have to pay. It is a pay as you go. Once you are paid, okay, pay as you go. So it is no longer required. Delete, no need of maintaining physical space, no need of maintaining any other things. So that is the power of cloud computing. So it's a very simple. And cloud can be used by organization or an individual. So here it is, pay as you go is a very important point. Okay, pay as you go. And remaining is also important, of course. Cloud computing is a delivery of computing service over the internet by using pay as you go model. Okay. That's very important. Why should I move to the cloud? And there is a lot of explanations. Okay, so that is, you will read it, I don't read it. So this is about what is Azure, what Azure is giving kind of stuff. Okay, how Azure portal is there. Like I want to create a virtual machine. See, it is virtual machine. Click on the virtual machine, you can create it. It's a tour of Azure model. Okay, it's a completely Azure type, but I'm not doing that one. So I'm just I want to tell you what is cloud means. The first point is what is cloud means. The cloud help you to move faster and innovate in the way that were once nearly impossible. The ever-changing digital world, two trends emerges. Team delivery delivers new features to their users at a record speed. User expect increasingly rich and immersive experience with their device and with the software. Okay, software release. Think of all the way you interact with the devices that you could not few years ago. Okay, the May device can recognize your face, respond to your voice. Augmented reality changes the way you interact with the physical world. The household appliances are even beginning to act intelligently. These technologies are only a few examples, and many of them powered by cloud. It is just a reading part only. Okay. One more tell, guys. Here it is. I'm a developer, for example. I'm a developer. I want to develop an application. So just before example only, I'm telling in different way. Earlier example, so I want to develop an application. I want to set up a one setup. So I need a requirement. So then based on that, I will purchase a machine, or I will go to cloud and I will take a virtual machine. Okay. In that one, I will take how much CPU required, how much RAM is required, how much disk space is required, what kind of connectivity is required, what kind of operating system is required. So these things, I have an idea. So then I will take it. Okay. This is either I purchase the physical server or I will purchase. Okay. I will purchase a machine from the cloud. But instead of, but because I'm a developer, but I'm not a hardware engineer to know what is the main requirements. And from cloud also it is, there is a facility is in a like a platform kind of services. Okay, I want a Java support. Just I will go to Java support only, not what operating system, what RAM, what kind of stuff. I don't go with this one. I will go to, I want a Java environment is required. I want a HTML requirement. I want a PHP. I want a MySQL database. Okay. I want a MySQL database. Okay. I want to store somewhere, like I will take some storage. Okay, storage. I want to write so I will write a program and execute and make a connections between them. Or maybe I need some container concept. Okay, so I will do it. So with respect of what basic requirement of system, so I don't mind about it. What I want, that will I directly use it as a single project. I'll create a some name with this project. Okay, and I start what I require. So I will select it. I start using it and execute. Make sure it is working. Once complete development is done, then I will deploy. Even before I deploy, I can test here in the different machines or different containers also. Okay. So in a physical world, like in stuff cloud, if you want to do it this one, so it is a limited hardware capacities. Sometimes you may not estimate. you might not know it is enough for your to run this thing. Again, you need a administrator to maintain these machines separately or combinedly. Okay, so this is another part in a cloud, like a do whatever you can able to do it, irrespective of what the basic requirements. Directly you can able to build something or execute something. But only one important thing is pay as you go type. So that is the whole point here it is. So people no need to worry about it is a nearly limitless pool of raw computing, storage, and network components. And different type of things are coming nowadays, like building a projects or building new kind of software, such software deliveries. Okay, delivering of new uh, kind of stuff. Okay, so that is more helpful if you are merged into the cloud. So that is the what is cloud part. Okay, guys, understand? No
Yes,
understanding.
sir.
Already you guys are know what is cloud. Just I'm trying a new way of cloud explanation from this PPT. Okay, so here it is. Different type of cloud models are there. Cloud service models and cloud models. Two things. Okay, so here it is: private cloud, public cloud, hybrid cloud, and of course community cloud. That part is also there. So, but mainly three cloud models. So private cloud, public cloud, and hybrid cloud. Each deploy model different aspect that you should consider as you might migrate to the cloud. Okay, which kind of cloud you want it? As I said, AWS, Azure, those are all comes under public clouds. It means public cloud, any person as a, like a single person or a organization can use public cloud. Means the cloud is maintained by some cloud service provider, and different organizations or individual persons can use the cloud. So that is called a, they can use the cloud services. That is called a public cloud. Then what is the private cloud? Private cloud means I am maintaining my cloud services, means I am maintaining the infrastructure. Okay, I'm maintaining, I'm an organization, I am an organization, I am maintaining the infrastructure, the servers, network components, servers, network components, softwares, applications, okay, the physical security, network security, all infrastructure I am maintaining for my organization only, for my organization. So my organization people can use my cloud. It's like a internal customer type. Okay, so customer is same organization as infrastructure provider is also same organization. That is a private cloud. That is a private cloud. So here it is: public cloud, services offered over the public internet, available to anyone who want to purchase them. Okay, yeah, why I'm using these PPT specifically, these things, this PPT, which is I prepared from my this Azure kind of stuff from here. So why I'm using this one specifically, guys, the wording is very simple and it is for learning purpose. So it's not my own way. I'm not writing anyway, right? So it is very easy word. That's why I'm trying to show you. So better once read it, so we'll get to understand. Cloud resources such as servers and storages are owned and operated by third-party cloud service provider and deliver over the internet. Okay, someone maintaining infrastructure means your server, storage devices, networking components, okay, applications. Someone is maintaining and we are using. That's a public cloud. Private cloud consists of computing resources used exclusively by user from one business or one organization. Okay, so used by same organization people. For example, Savantis is build a data centers and create a cloud services and used by Savantis employees only. That is called private cloud. A private cloud can be physically located at your organization on-site or on-premises data center. It can be hosted by third-party service provider, or it can be hosted by third-party service provider also there. But so using certain applications like a VMware provider certain applications or a Microsoft providing certain kind of applications to build the private cloud. Hybrid cloud is a computing environment that combines public and private cloud by allowing data application to share between them. What is a hybrid cloud? I have my own private cloud. This is my own private cloud, my own infrastructure. For example, I got a new project. So this existing infrastructure is not enough. Then what I will do it? I will share with my infrastructure with some public cloud service provider. So I'll mix these two infrastructures together to get it in a better way of work together. Okay, that is a private cloud. Means my infrastructure, my applications, my servers shared with the public. Public will be shared to private. Okay, so this is hybrid cloud. Okay, so public cloud, hybrid cloud, private cloud. So 3 cloud service models. The comparison between these cloud service models.
Sir, can you please explain the hybrid cloud again?
Very good. So we have a private cloud. I'm an organization, for example, Savantis. I have my own private cloud for my organization, right? So it is I am using for my organization. Okay. Now my requirements are become higher. Now new projects, new infrastructure requirement is there for a certain period of time or like 3 months or maybe 6 months or 1 year. I need a more infrastructure. Okay, I need a more infrastructure. My cloud infrastructure is not enough. It is already busy with some other things, and the what are the availability is not enough. What I will do it? I will contact public cloud service provider. For example, I will contact AWS or Azure, okay, or a digital version, or maybe a Google Cloud platform, or IBM Cloud, or a Oracle Cloud. I will contact those public cloud service provider, and whatever the private cloud I have, so that part and the public cloud, both I will combine this infrastructure I will combinedly using. So available, what are the available part in my private cloud, and the remaining required from the public cloud, both I will combine and I will use it. Okay, for a certain period of time. Once work is completed, it's a public cloud, right? It is a pay as you go. You have to pay extra, right? So then you have to pay for them and you can say bye bye. Okay, so it is a combination of public and private cloud. So what are the additional requirements for your work? or for your project or kind of stuff. Okay, so you will take it additional requirement. Okay, we will take it from the public and we will connect both your private network, private cloud to the public cloud, and you can use it. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Cloud model comparison. Public cloud, no capital expenditure to scale up. Why no capital expenditure? Someone is maintaining public cloud, so you no need to put any capital investment. Okay, you have to pay as you go type. Applications can be run quickly, provisioned and deprovisioned. What is this provisioned and deprovisioned means? You can run an application as you required when you required that one. So even no required, so very simple it is. You can remove it. Organization pay only for what they use. You have to pay as a single user or a organization wise. We only pay what they use. Okay, that's it. Private cloud hardware must be purchased for startup and maintenance. In a private cloud, you have to purchase your own data centers. You have to purchase the servers, storage devices, networking components, everything you have to purchase. In a private cloud, you have to maintain, right? So then you have to purchase it. Organization have complete control over the resources and security. Who can able to access physical access, network access? So who can able to access that entire organization will be maintained for the infrastructure, okay, and the total control by the organization only. For example, I am using AWS cloud, but AWS maintaining, AWS has a control over their infrastructure, just I'm user. But in a private cloud, it is not that. Organization has the control over entire infrastructure and their security. Organizations are responsible for hardware maintenance and updates. So I am maintaining my own private cloud means I am the responsible for maintaining hardware, storages and updates, whatever it is, I have to maintain. Okay. If I'm using a public cloud, I don't need to maintain any hardware. I don't need to maintain any software. I don't need to maintain any networking components or securities. I don't have any control over the infrastructure. Only thing is I will take it, use it, and that's it. Okay. In a public. In a private is not like that. So we need to purchase the hardware requirements, softwares, applications, securities and resource management, resource controlling, okay, hardware maintenance, updates, all these things done by the same organization only. Hybrid cloud is to provide the most flexibility. Organization determine whether to run their applications. Organization determine where to run their application in the private or a public. Okay, organization controls security, compliance are a legal requirements. Already I told what is the hybrid cloud is a combination of private and public, not public and private. Private and public means you are already having a private cloud and you are maintaining your own private cloud, which if in case you require additional resources, additional resources like a computation power, like a servers, means storages, like you need a more infrastructure requirement. So instead of expanding your private network, you can use public. Okay, so you will determine these legal terms, securities, compliance management from your organization. From your organization means from private cloud only. So this is the comparison model. Oh, okay. So what are the cloud computing advantages? Cloud computing advantages. There are a lot of things are there. Okay. Yeah, only this part I will add it. But I will forward these two PPTs, guys, those who are interested. So those people can able to read it. Okay. And already I told there is a Microsoft Learning also there. So you can try from that one also. Okay. So there is a several advantages cloud environment over a physical environment that I would understood following Azure. Yeah, this is a already I told there is a scenario we are following. This is the organization Tailwind. Tailwind Traders is an organization. Why they are following a cloud? Why they are following a cloud? So there is a several advantages are there. One is high availability. What is high availability? Guys, always remember few important in organizations. One is high availability. It means I have a server. What server will do? Server provide a service to the customer. Server provide a service, right? If server is down and service is down, right? There is a web server. Web server is down. Web server is a physical machine. Server is down. Service is down, right? So for example, I have a multiple nodes or multiple servers are there. Example, I am getting a service from it as a user or an organization. As a user or an organization, I am getting a service. And I have a multiple servers this time, not a single server. All servers maintaining same data and all are providing same services, same data. So instead of one server, I put a multiple servers. Instead of one server, I put a multiple servers. For example, currently I am getting a service from this server, but this server is down. Immediately, the second server start giving service, or third server is giving service. It means, guys, server is down, but you are getting service. So in the first scenario, server down, service down. Column. But in this case, server is down, but you are getting service. Or maybe a storage. Maybe you can say a storage device is down. A disk is down. You are unable to access. And second case, a disk is down, still we can able to access. So that is called a high availability. Depending on a service level agreement that you choose, your cloud-based apps can provide continuous or experience with no apparent downtime, even when things go wrong. Okay. So what is a service level agreement? So you promise like you will get this service, like you are accessing Gmail, like 24 hours you can able to access Gmail. Are you accessing a cloud service? Or you are accessing a web service? Okay, so 24/7 you're continuously get a service. Internet service, you should get a 50 Mbps guarantee. 50 Mbps, up to 50 Mbps you'll get internet. 24/7 continuously you'll get it, no downtime. Or maybe there may be a maximum 15 minutes per day downtime is there, not more than 15 minutes, like a 99% we are giving service. So that is the promise is given by service provider. So the client should get a service as a promise from service provider, right? So that is SLA part. Depending on a service level agreement that you choose, your cloud-based apps can provide a continuous user experience with no apparent downtime, even when things go wrong. It means even though the server is down, so you are getting a services. That is a high availability. In the cloud, what is a high availability? So you will get guarantee delivery of service. Even whatever the problem the cloud service provider is facing, a data center is down or something, storage is down, no problem, the client will get a service. So it is a high availability. The first point why we choose cloud computing or advantage of cloud computing is high availability. Next one is scalability. Scalability in the sense of vertical and horizontal scalabilities. Normally we discuss only one way of scalabilities, but here it is two here given: vertical scalability and horizontal scalability. Vertical means increasing computing capacity like a RAM, CPU, like that kind of thing. Guys, do you understand high availability point? First of all, I am just speaking and leaving kind of stuff. Do you understand high availability?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Scalability means increasing or adding, ability to add more. Okay, ability to add more. So that is called a scalability. Like we have a star topology is there now. We have a star topology. In star topology, we can increase the network size as per our requirement by adding another switches to our topologies, right? This is ability to increase called a scalability. In the scalability, there is a vertical scalability and horizontal scalability. Vertical scalability is means I have a 2-core processor. I can increase my processing thing, 4-core processor, 8-core processor, or 8 processors, 3 processors, 10 processors. I can increase my processing capacity, RAM capacity. For example, I have taken a virtual machine. I realize I need a more RAM capacity. I need a more CPU capacity of a processor. Okay, I can increase my RAM capacity. Currently, I have taken initially 4 GB RAM. Now I thought, no, I need 8 GB RAM. Now it is 16 GB RAM. Depends upon my requirement. I can up my resources. Okay, so that is increase the compute capacity by adding RAM or CPU to the virtual machine. That is a vertical, okay, kind of stuff. Horizontally increase the computing capacity by adding instant of resources, such as adding a virtual machine to the configuration. I will tell you a very simple way, guys. I will try. Okay, vertical means increasing number of CPUs, increasing number of CPUs. Yeah, it is open. Very good. So this is the machine. So it is a Linux machine. Currently, it contains a 2 GB RAM, single processor, and here it is hard disk. For example, I need a more RAM. So for example, so I want to run some application in it. I need a 4 GB RAM. I increase a 4 GB RAM. Now it is RAM is 4 GB. So it is a 4 GB. It is a vertical scaling. Of course, we have a limit. We have a limit. In a cloud, it is not. So our limit is 9.6 GB as per this. 9.6 GB is the limit, maximum limit. processors. I want a number of processor. I want 2 processors. So 2 processors. Number of cores, like a 4 cores. So it is total 8 cores. 2 processors, each one having 4, means total number of cores are 8, or maybe each one having a 2, number of cores are 4. You think like this it is. So I increase my processing capacity. Okay, see it is. So I increase now CPUs, memories. I can increase hard disk size, or maybe I will add a number of hard disks. I may add one more hard disk, or maybe I will increase the hard disk capacity. So resources scaling, scale up the resources called a horizontal. I'm not using it. Okay, I'll change it back to normal stage. Okay, scale up the resources, number of CPUs, number of cores per CPU, and number RAM size, hard disk size. Okay, disk size is also there, hard disk size. This is called a vertical scaling. What is horizontal scaling? Adding a number of virtual machines, for example, one virtual machine, another virtual machine, another virtual machine, another virtual machine, another virtual machine. Okay, I will run multiple virtual machines. This is called a horizontal scale. So why I need a more virtual machines? If you increase the vertically, like a number of CPUs, RAM and all, this is become more powerful virtual machine, but less redundancy. Okay, less redundancy means high availability become less. Why I'm adding more virtual machines? Then two things will increases. One is load balancing, for a load balancing. Okay, and another one is failover. Failover means high availability. Failover means high availability. Even one machine is not working, others will give you service. That is high availability or load balancing. High availability or failover, sorry. High availability or failover. Meaning is, if one of the machine is down, no problem, others are give service. Means customer is getting service continuously. Okay. Next one is load balancing. What is this load balancing? So number of requests are very high. For example, guys, take Amazon. In Diwali offers, Dasra offers, we have a sales are there, no? Flash sales means festival season, every day at 12 o'clock, a lot of logins, sales is very high. One single server cannot able to handle all the traffic. One single server cannot able to handle all the traffic. So what we will do it, we'll put multiple servers, okay, and they will handle the traffic. I'll give you one good example for a load balancer. Okay, for load balancer, I'll give you one example. If you went to the shopping, for example, DMart kind of stuff, right? So shopping malls are the DMart kind of stuff. You know, in a weekdays, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that to daytime, up to Friday, that to daytime means morning time. Daytime means morning till noon. Okay, so morning to till noon means like a 3 to 4 o'clock. Maximum 1 or 2 counters will work. Not one or one. Okay, it's at least 2 counters. Maximum very high level it is 3. So only 2 counters, 3 counters maximum it will work. Evening time, maybe 4 counters may work or 5 counters work. 4 to 5 counters work. Saturday, Sunday, 10 counters, all 10 counters will work. Means all counters will work. It depends upon your DMart and all. So in generally, okay, I've seen Big Bazaar, DMart and all. If you go to Saturday and Sunday, all counters will work. So why? Why 2 to 3 counters and why 10 counters? In weekdays, less people, less load. Weekends, more people will come, more load. Even you purchase a single biscuit packet or you purchase a 10,000 rupees of biscuit packets, but still, yeah, same line. Okay. So generally, some people maintain a less, like you purchase only 2, 3 things, separate counter is maintained in some places. In some places, not. Okay. Okay. So what is this load balancer? So like a increasing number of counters, same way we increase the number of servers or resources to balance the load. Okay. So that is a horizontal scaling. That is what we say, horizontal scaling. Yeah, extra happy days. Don't go for any extra happy days. This is called as scaling, such as adding virtual machine to configuration. Guys, understand scaling? High
Yes, sir.
availability? Okay. Good. Next is elasticity. No, that is a main important. Scalability, elasticity is a main important points in about a cloud, guys. Scalability and elasticity. What is elasticity? You know, rubber band, elastic band, right? If you stretch, what happen? It is become bigger. If you leave it, it becomes smaller. The size varies. When we need, we can stretch it. It become bigger, like expanding. When we don't require, we can compress it. We can make it as a normal one, normal size or a smaller size. This is called a elasticity. It's called a elasticity. Okay, like a balloon. Balloon. You put a more air, it become bigger. Elastic nature. You remove the air, it become normal. Okay, so that is called a elastic nature. But what is the cloud with the elastic nature? For example, guys, I said scalability. I have a very traffic. So for example, same Amazon example. 1 second. Okay, same Amazon example. Sorry, am I muted or yeah, not muted. Okay, so guys, look at here. So this is extra happy days, great Indian festivals, Flipkart sales. What happened? Demand increases, right? Demand increases. Now I need to deploy machines. I need a more machines are required. So demand increases. Demand time. Okay, sales are going on. Okay, flash sales. iPhone 10% extra off with ICICI Bank. So what happened? 65% off and 32% off. Okay, up to 80% off. Sudden sale. So there is a mobile phone or a Samsung or a Apple, 50% off. Heavy traffic, right? So only 5 minutes sale. So more traffic on the servers. So what I have to do it to balance the load, how to deploy more virtual machines, more machines. In a physical environment, you have to purchase more physical servers, you have to purchase it, and you have to configure load balancing on it. You have to scale up. No. Horizontal scaling. Scale up, scale down, that is a different, not a different, same thing only. We are in the same track only. Scale up, scale down means increasing and decreasing. Okay. So now a flash sale is there, or maybe a festival offers are there. So you need to more demand on the servers. In a physical environment, I have to purchase the physical servers and then I have to keep adding and create a load balance in it. Okay, guys, understand first point?
Yes,
Understand
sir.
first point? The
Yes.
second point is now flash sale is completed today. I don't require these machines. So I have to remove the physical machines. Then I keep these 3, I remove 4. So totally I have a 7 now. So out of 7, I removed 4, I keep 3. Just for regular purpose, regular sales are there. So for both load balancing and failure, I keep a 3. But I don't require additional. So then I have to remove it. Cost, yeah, unnecessary cost, right? Again, I required, I have to purchase. Or again, I have to up. Why it is? That is another problem, right? So this is the second problem in a physical environment. But in virtual environment, in a cloud environment, it is auto scaling. It is kind of auto scaling. I said no, elastic nature. Cloud has a elastic nature. What it will do? Demand increases according to your demand, means the traffic to your site. It is actually, this is a kind of stuff. Okay, it's a single part only. So logically, okay. So when traffic increases, what it will do? It understand demand. It deploy the virtual machines automatically. It scale up automatically. It scale ups, or we can say scale up. We can say so horizontal scaling. It deploy number of virtual machines depends upon the traffic and auto load balancing. It is auto load balancing between these machines. That is a point number 1 solution. Point for point 1 number 1, that is a solution. Second one is, it is, I said, elastic nature. As I said, elastic means it expands and compress also. For example, demand decreases. No demand, very less demand, or a regular day demand only. Not as a flash sales demand and all. So what I have to do it? So it will destroy these machines automatically. Okay. So it will destroy the machines. What it is doing? It remove these machines. Okay, because it's a virtual machines, no physical machine at all. So it can able to expand and we can make it as a normal size. As per the demand, it increases and decreases automatically. So that is the elastic nature of cloud. Elasticity. Guys, understand these 3 terms: high availability, scalability, and elasticity. Agility. Deploy and configure cloud-based resources quickly as your app requirement changes. Nowadays, now after SDLC, we have a agility is there. Now we are all using software deployments or agile models only. Okay, that's a tip only, but not a point. So the point will come here. Agility means ability to change. Agility means as per the requirement, your ability to change. Okay, so it develop an application in the cloud environment. You're developing an application and you deploy an application and people are using application. So again, the next version is released. For example, so this is a WhatsApp, right? This is the WhatsApp. Earlier days only messaging system. Earlier days of WhatsApp is only for text messaging. Okay. Next one in a WhatsApp is picture messaging, pictures. Next videos, voice messages also you can send. Now we can do video calls, audio calls. We can send a messages. We can see people see the message delivered or not. See it is message delivered to everyone, but not seen by everyone. Okay. Um, so something like if I seen, then he will get. Sorry, wrong tester. Okay, he don't know, so then he sent to me. He thought I am belongs to that batch. Okay, so maybe so if a green check mark means sorry is there no? Yeah, the green check mark means so blue check mark means blue double check means message is red. Message is seen or a red. Okay. Point is got. Did you got the point? So right. So this is continuously we are developing. This is an example I will tell in a DevOps classes. Sadly, it is not there now. Not only here for you, not any batches having DevOps. But understand, guys, we need a development of this one and we need a continuous delivery to the customer. So you have to develop and delivery. So cloud is more agile, like you can keep changes as per your requirement and you can keep delivery. So continuous development and continuous delivery is possible. And that is agility. Example is given like that only. So deploy and configure cloud-based resources quickly as your app requirement changes. Okay. Anytime you want to change, you can change. Like you have taken a resources, you want to change, you can change it as per your requirement. Geo distributions. You can deploy apps and data to regional data centers around the globe, thereby ensuring that your customer is always the best performance in this region. Any which ways, data center in your premises, data center is in different premises, is always having a small time differences, deployment experience differences are there, right? In a cloud, so globally, these data centers are distributed. For example, you take a Azure, where it is? No. Globally distributed, global. There is a map, is there now? In this one or in this one? I think in this one. No. Why? Where it is gone? Where it is? I kept. This is the regions. Yeah, here it is only seen. Here I can see this picture, guys. Okay. Okay, this is AWS regions. I am trying to show you a little bit closer. See, it is Azure currently in India, West India, Central India, and South India. It means Maybe in Chennai, we have a Azure data center. Mumbai, we have a data center. I think so. I am not sure about it, but West India, maybe it is Gujarat or Punjab, it is there with one more India. So three Azure data centers are there. You can see South Asia, Southeast Asia, somewhere Singapore, Malaysia, in four data centers in Australia. See, we have three, Australia having four, only one difference. New Zealand having about to get it, Japan having two, China having two, South Korea, Korea Central, and here it is in entire this continent. So North America continent, it is only one data center, Brazil. In remaining places, they don't have. So we are much better. South Africa having two data centers. In Dubai, we have, of course, Dubai completely. Qatar is about to get it. UAE North, UAE Central, Israel, we have a one center. Palestine and all, we don't have now. In America, each state we have one central US, Canada Central, okay, North Central US and other places. Norway West, West Europe, UK South, North Europe, okay, France, Spanish still is not getting. Switzerland, Italy, like this, Germany. Germany having three data centers. Poland still constructs. Russia no data centers. Okay, available regions, available zones, announced regions, the dotted one. Okay, this is about a region. So if your client is in India, so where you will deploy? Better to deploy your application or a server or anything in your this region. For example, you are working in
Sir,
India.
sir,
Yeah.
are the Microsoft data centers or the
Microsoft
data center?
Azure data centers.
Okay, okay.
AWS data centers are different. So AWS, go to AWS site, you will find it automatically. Why AWS kind of stuff. Guys, in AWS also you can learn freely. You can go to learning. You can learn a lot of things freely. These are a free kind of stuff is also there. General bundling instance regions. Okay, so global regions, go to global region. This is AWS data center, that is Azure data center. This is currently a so you can see in India, one is in Hyderabad, it is coming soon. Next one is in Mumbai, three availability zones. In Hyderabad is coming soon. Australia, Melbourne incoming. In Sydney, we have a three data centers. This is some New Zealand kind of stuff. Brazil, it is around Brazil only. Okay. This is Canada Central. As compared to number of data centers in a worldwide, it is as comparing this. So AWS having a lesser. Okay, but still it is more popular as other thing and more popular than any other. First cloud more popular is AWS. Next one is Azure only. All remaining are next only. Okay, but okay, that's the main point. So this is Azure data centers. So where we are. Okay, geo distributions. You are having a different regions having different means different regions, different places. We have a data centers. Either what are the globally we have distributed. So no need to worry. Like where is a more important here? Where is your client or where is the main important? You are in India. You're developing a project for a US person or maybe a Brazilian or maybe a China or Japan or Australia. So you can deploy application in the Australia. So Australian people can easily access, Australian client easily access. Or you can deploy your application indirectly into US, for example, cities, US West. Names are not coming, so I will go to name part. Arizona, this is Arizona. Like your client is here, so then you can deploy here. Okay. Where are the last point, guys? It is disaster recovery. Because your data is distributed over the different geographical locations. And if you take, for example, guys, this is a originally best example. You know, lot of people, there is a story is there. Okay. So this IBM company, there is a company, that IBM company. IBM want to put their data centers in a different geographical location. So they are searching in an entire world. They find a location, then they feel this is one of the location which is not having more problems like earthquakes, tsunami kind of stuff, okay, or heavy floods kind of stuff. Next one is more land availabilities, okay, cheaper, and one more is there that is called no terrorist attacks, okay, so not a red zone kind of stuff. So that place is nothing but a okay, this place. So whenever this IBM find out that one, so they contact Indian government, central government. Luckily that time, so some people are there. I think maybe not maybe that time. So there's three members are there. I just still not confirmed that either it is Rajiv Gandhi or maybe um, mostly it is either Rajiv Gandhi or PV Narasimha Rao. Okay. So they contact the Prime Minister and then Ministry. They ask like this is the geographically better location to put our backup data center. We have a data center, but geographically, if anything is happened to our location, we can get a safe data in your location. Then immediately he contact the chief minister in here and give this opportunity, take this opportunity to for implementing data center in your location. That is our cyber city now. Okay, as the story. Okay, I didn't verify any cross verification, but point is here it is, guys. Main data center is in US, but another data centers is distributed into different locations. Why? Physical geographical disasters can be happen like tsunamis, earthquakes, okay, or any attacks like bombs, bombing or kind of stuff, nuclear attacks. So data can be lost, right? So data can be lost. So then if data is lost, so it is loss of business anyway. So what they will do it, they'll put it in a different geographical locations. So if one place is damaged, so they can recover it from the other places. So like that, India found as the safest place, and that to Hyderabad and Chennai, Bangalore. Okay, these places are found as a another place is Bangalore also. Okay, safe places. Because Mumbai and Chennai are coastal area. Kolkata is also coastal area. And these are not coastal areas. Okay, so that's why it is main safest place. One of this. Delhi is a capital. Okay, so that's how this data center. In the same way, we have a distributed the data centers in the different geographical locations. You can optimum a service like I want to store the my data or applications in different geographical location, means in different places. Okay, so by taking advantage of cloud based backup services, data replication and geo distribution, you can deploy your apps with a confidence that comes from knowing that your data is safe event of disaster. Okay, that is one is like a geo distributions. Second one is it will take compulsory backup. Okay, you have a server and you have a data or application in it. This is damaged or your disk is damaged, you can't able to recover it. Compulsory have to take a backup. Of course, there is an auto backup mechanism. You take it, so your data is safe. In case of your something is happened, still you can have your data. One is because of geo distribution, and other thing is data replications, cloud backups, so you can easily recover your data. Okay, guys, that is about your advantages of cloud computing. Normally, I don't take much and that much depth. I will give you overviews only, but so better to read typical use of what is the cloud computing, use of cloud computing, okay, and what is a private cloud, public cloud, hybrid cloud, comparisons and advantages of cloud. Okay, there are so many are there. Capital expenses, operating expenses. I will tell very simple way, guys. Capital expenditure means you put a cost like a private cloud having both the things, capital expenditure and operational expenditure, private cloud. So you have to purchase infrastructure, you have to put a physical, you have to put a money on your physical infrastructure, and to put your infrastructure and all, that is capital expenditure, you have to put money. And operational expenditure for maintenance, your servers are running, you have to maintain your server services and applications, current bill or a power bill, or maybe person who is maintaining that person, internet cost, network connectivity, all these things comes under operational cost. For example, you purchase a bike. You are purchasing a bike means you purchase a bike means it's a capital expenditure. You are using a bike, so while using you have to put a petrol, you have to do maintenance, you have to go for repairing options, right? These are all called a operational expenditure. Capex, opex. Okay, that's a very simple to understand. I'm not adding that one here because it's a big one. So cloud computing is consumption based model. So provider operates consumption model means that end user only pay for resources that they use it. You are paying for what you are used. Not required upfront, for no need to invest anything. Just like you book a Uber cab or a Ola cab. You don't pay for a car purchasing, right? No upfront cost, no capital investment. Just you open the door and tell a OTP, sit there and drop place and pay the amount. So that's a cloud model. No upfront cost, no operation cost, no capex, no opex, no operational expenditure, no capital expenditure if you go for a public cloud generally. no upfront cost, no need to purchase and manage costly infrastructure that right user might not use it to its fullest. Ability to pay for additional resources when they are needed. Ability to stop paying resources that no longer needed. I needed some additional requirement, like I need an extra, means I am using some virtual machine, or maybe I'm using some storage, or maybe I'm using some backend services, and I will pay. If I'm stop using, if I stop using, I no need to pay. So that is the main part of your cloud. I'm adding this one just, but in that one, main last lines are important. I'm just putting everything. OPEX, CAPEX, I am also not putting that one. So these points are important. Last, these pointed points are important. Bullet points. This much is not required to read it, but what is the advantage is, this is the advantage. Pay as you go model. Guys, you have taken a class for a very long time, and I think people are getting exhausted, and we need a big break, right? So just I will tell only one point, and I will explain this point, second point onwards separately. Okay, I will explain all these points separately, and some cloud service models also. But here it is, what is the model it is? When you say cloud service models, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. These are mainly three models. But as a service models are so many are there. Code as a service, desktop as a service, Windows as a service. So many other models are there, but important models are there only three. Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. After small break, I will go to what is individually. I try to not to explain very deeply. I will explain this one. Okay, some differences. I will explain this. What is the management and all. Okay, so this is a knowledge check. So I will ask some questions to you. So why it is correct also. Okay, so we'll see, and we'll see who are the service providers. Different service provider also will see. Okay, guys.